Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's Rodfather 916. Long time no see. Hopefully, the next few days I'll have an upgraded camera and lighting that makes me pop. Let's talk about Shannon Sharpe for a whole second. Poor man. He's embarrassed right now. I say poor man because I'm human. I don't know the man, will never meet the man. But as a human being, I've made mistakes. And will continue to make mistakes. For several decades, I worked in hospitality and rent a car. And I have come across celebrities briefly. Now, money and fame is a magnet. And you'd never imagine, even someone that nobody has seen, but he plays in a AAA baseball in Fresno, California. And the fact that his name is up in lights, it's up on the screen at this AAA park. There are women who are willing to pay for a room to spend time with this married man. Now, if they're on a homestand, sometimes these silly men who makes mistakes invite these women in their rooms. The same room that their wives will be joining them in a couple of days. And some of these didn't end well, to the point where there was so much drama between the groupie and the wife that careers ended. And if you're young, you know a lot of young celebrities, musicians, who lost their career because they didn't have the maturity. You know, fame and money can cloud things. And when you're young, you're invincible. You know, when you hit that girl, you didn't realize there were 500 cameras. When you grab that girl or slap that girl or choke that girl, and I'm not anywhere endorsing any of this violence, you didn't realize that someone is going to tell. And with the advent of TV shows like Love and Hip Hop, where all these people are trying to meet celebrities so they can get pregnant, so they can get a check, that's real. And with all these things happening, you would think someone would be smarter, but the young people are a little invincible. I was one of those people. I'm grown. Nobody can tell me what to do. And now you don't see those celebrities anymore. They were up and coming. But let's get to someone like Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe played professional football, so he knows this is not new to him. Before he was on TV, there were groupies. And he knew these groupies who would just do anything. You want me to clean your shoe with the bottom of my tongue? I would do that for you. So he knows better. He also has contemporaries who say, listen, I don't get in this. I don't mess with those. Because I remember groupies would rent cars for people. Groupies would rent rooms for people. Some young groupies would just be in a car with some people, not knowing that we can see everything on the hotel camera. And when security is sent out to protect her virtue, she jumps on the security agent, even though she's in a car with 3 or 4 people. Just to be close to that celebrity. But Shannon Sharpe, he took a chance. He knew the risk. He's long known them. The minute, 2 years after being in the NFL, he knew the risk. But he went for it. And now he's feeling stupid. I mean, there were celebrities, I've seen celebrities, the groupies would pay for the room, would rent them a car, all of these things just to be close to a celebrity. That's one of the issues I had with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, that was an issue of power because he didn't have to drug anybody to have sex with him. They're all out here going, they're waiting for Mr. Cosby, willing to do anything. He didn't have to drug anybody at any time. His fame was the drug. People wanted to be near him. But yet that's what he did. That's what he's did. And he's probably done it a long time. And I'm sure the people at NBC and other places where he worked knew about it. But that's a whole nother story. So Shannon Sharpe is embarrassed. I'm not judging him. Again, because I've been stupid. In fact, I try not to judge anybody because somewhere there's a witness of my stupidity. It could be on tape. So the young lady who's 19, 20 years old was taping him. From what I've heard, what we've heard so far is a regular conversation. Girl, listen, if you don't stop messing with me, I'm going to choke you out. But he's embarrassing. He's not ready for that question, so he's going to be on a DL for a while. For some people, that means down low. He's going to be on a down low for a while. This young lady hired an attorney. I believe his name is Tony Busby. Tony Busby is an attorney who has hard-on for black celebrities. I think he has several dozen suits for P. Diddy. P. Diddy's son reportedly, or he's been accused of raping a girl on a yacht that the family rented. And there are other lawsuits. And he's gone after Jay-Z. I believe he's gone after Kanye. He never gets too far. He asked for $50. He asked for $50 million, but he'd be all right with $500,000. Many of his cases have been thrown out, and because he goes after high-profile celebrities, he's hoping that will build a client base for him. But in my opinion, he's no more than these daytime insurance brokers or attorneys that you see on TV in the daytime, where they'll get $6 million for your car, and after you've hired them with no fee, and after you've gone to see their therapist and their chiropractor, by the time you get your settings, you'll probably by the time you get your money, you'll probably get maybe 30% of that, several $1 million. So I think he's safe. I feel bad for the brother, but we all, like I said, we all do something stupid. And maybe a couple of years from now, he'd be able to own it. But right now, after being on Club Shay Shay and everybody's telling all their business, he's now the topic. And so he's hanging loose. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe, follow, share this with other people. What do you think? I just say never be too quick to judge people, because somebody said for every finger you have pointing at somebody else, you got other ones pointing back at you. Thank you a lot. Thank you for watching. Please take care of yourself. Wishing you love, joy, peace, and happiness. This is the crazy world we're living in right now. Hooterville, starring Donald Trump. But that's another story. Thanks for watching. Bye now.